Oh hey, so I saw these s'more cookies on TikTok that are supposedly viral. I don't know. In these trying times, it's hard to keep up. I'll show you what they look like. Here they are.
These s'more cookies are so easy and delicious to make. I understand why they're taking over the internet. I've seen them everywhere.
And I'm gonna make them. Except on TikTok, at least in the one video I watched, they used pre-made cookie dough that you know, comes in a tub. I'm gonna make cookie dough from scratch because I don't have cookie dough in a tub. And also, how fun would this video be to watch if I just used tub cookie dough? Not as fun. Don't you want to watch me go through the labor of making the cookie dough from scratch? They look very ooey gooey, a little excessive, a little unnecessary, to be quite honest, but in these trying times, why not? Make the s'more cookies. That's what I say. Here we go, I'm preheating the oven to 375 degrees. Here's 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Stir it, set it aside, get it out of my sight. I forgot to add salt to this, so I'm just gonna do that now. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of sea salt. I'm gonna eyeball it. I have my sea salt in this grinder. I should mention that I've never made this chocolate chip cookie dough before. I just Googled chocolate chip cookie dough recipe and this one was titled the best chocolate chip cookie dough recipe ever. And I thought, well, who can argue with that? Okay, I've got my sugars here. I need 1 cup of granulated sugar and 1 cup of light brown sugar. And here's 1 cup of softened unsalted butter. Time to mash these together. My fun little trick is that I like to just let the butter soften on the stovetop while the oven is preheating. The stovetop just kind of naturally gets hot and then the butter gets soft. And it's just a fun little trick. Mash it until it's all one creamy, sugary, fluffy blob with a pretty consistent consistency. Oh my god, consistent consistency. Awful. Okay, now we're adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Normally only add 1, this feels a little crazy. And 2 eggs. I'm going to crack the eggs in a separate bowl. Not a great job cracking that egg. I always crack my eggs in a separate bowl first in case there's something weird with them. I don't totally ruin the batter that I've already made. Mix to combine. That looks pretty good to me. Time to add in the dry ingredients. The forearm workout continues. Mix until it looks like dough, and there's no more dry, floury spots left. I find that kind of flipping it over on itself works pretty well. It gets the flour that's sticking to the bottom of the bowl. It's time for chocolate chips. This recipe calls for 2 cups of chocolate chips, and I'm not gonna argue with that. Okay, actually I'm gonna do 1.5. I'm pretty sure 2 cups of chocolate chips would be this entire bag, and that's a little crazy. Fold in the chocolate chips until they're pretty much evenly distributed. And that's our cookie dough. Smells very much like vanilla. Okay, now that that's over with, we get to do the fun TikTok part. Chocolate chip cookies on their own? Boring, lame. Everybody's heard of it. Everybody's sick of it. Not exciting enough. Chocolate chip cookies with a s'more inside for some reason. So TikTok said to take half of the graham cracker like you would with a s'more, plop it on there. Okay, and I only have this much chocolate left, so I'm actually only gonna make 4 of these cookies. We're going 2 pieces per s'more. Regular marshmallows actually aren't vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian. So I'm going to be using these Dandy's vegan marshmallows. They're pretty good. They don't melt quite as well as a traditional marshmallow, but they taste exactly the same. I'm going to tenderly lay a marshmallow down to rest on each one of these deconstructed s'mores. And now is the part where we get kind of crazy. I'm going to take a big glob of chocolate chip cookie dough. This feels insane. Okay, here's a softball size amount of chocolate chip cookie dough. I'm gonna form it into like a disc, and then I'm gonna put it on top. Okay. Well, yesterday I made a salad, today this. Life's all about balance. This does feel insane, though. Yeah, I definitely feel like I only need 4 of these. I'm gonna put them in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, while the cookies bake, I'm going to roll the rest of the dough into balls that are about a tablespoon each, flash freeze them, and then transfer them to an airtight container, and they should keep frozen in the fridge for like up to 2 months. And then you can kind of just bake a few cookies whenever you feel like it. So that's a nice little bonus. Okay, that is kind of insane. I don't even know how to take a bite though. To be fair, the TikTok did warn me that they would just fall apart. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a wild ride. It does feel excessive, but it's delicious. Okay, I'm getting pretty full. I've eaten like half the cookie and I already feel the sugar. Shout out to TikTok. It's a scary place and it scares me, but you stay wild over there, you know? You're doing some real crazy shit. We did it, everybody. We did it.